Andrew Marr had a question about coronavirus. How seriously do we take this? The presenter had clearly decided very seriously indeed, judging by how the subject dominated his show's newspaper review and an interview with Matt Hancock, the health secretary. Understandable enough given the gravity of the situation. But hang on, didn't something rather important happen on Saturday that the Sunday politics shows should have been all over like the common cold? Resignation of the most senior civil servant in the Home Office, perhaps? The Home Secretary, the person in charge one of the great offices of state, being accused of bullying staff. Something to see here, surely? There was on Sky News' Ridge on Sunday. Before Sophy Ridge got to it, though, the presenter played that increasingly popular game, Where's Boris? Now of course everybody needs some time off, she said to Mr. Hancock. Not everybody needs to be on TV every time they are working. But some will be wondering if there is a bit of a pattern forming. The Prime Minister very slow to visit flood-hit areas, the PM hasn't been in number 10 this weekend. In short, why wasn't Boris Johnson chairing emergency meetings this weekend instead of leaving it till Monday? The Prime Minister has been all over this, said Mr. Hancock, adding that the PM did a night shift in a hospital last week to find out what it was like on the front line. Despite no media being present for this visit to Kettering General Hospital, news of it somehow got out. One trusts there will be the usual rigorous leak inquiry by the PM's chief advisor, Dominic Cummings, as compelling as this image was of Mr. Johnson behaving like some latter-day Gladstone, going on nightly reconnoiters. Ridge did not pursue it in favor of asking the minister about the row involving Priti Patel, the Home Secretary. Mr. Hancock had settled on a formula, saying that Ms. Patel was very determined as well as very courteous. He was so pleased with this he used it on every show he appeared on. Coronavirus, being all over the Sunday papers, was obviously going to take up a large slice of the review on Marr. Auntie had even wheeled out the BBC's health editor, Hugh Pym, to be on the panel. But there was another story on all the front pages, of the English papers anyway. Papers outside London still do not exist in the world of the Andrew Marr show, that of a certain wedding and baby. Marr covered the forthcoming marriage of the Prime Minister, and his partner's pregnancy, inasmuch as he showed us the front pages, including the Sunday Telegraph's number 10 wedding, and a baby too. Nothing like getting one's focus right. But there was no comment sought on the subject from the panel. At the end of the paper review Marr simply announced, "Right, that's all we've got time for." The Prime Minister has another baby. For more on this story, visit the news article link.